Hello, everyone. Just gonna... Great. So we got a crew already. What is today? Wednesday? Wait a minute or two for everyone to get to join. I'll tell you my situation of the day is that it is school spirit week for my kids this week. So the mornings have been a challenge. Today we had Wacky Wednesday. So I had an extra large coffee after I dropped my daughter off because I forgot my coffee at home. Um, and I've been doing a lot of playing around Shopmy. So I'm excited to show you all sort of navigating the system from the perspective of an ambassador creator today. That's kind of my plan. My plan for today is to kind of start with a brief overview of the transition to ShopMy for anyone who missed some of the key details, like hit on some of the key points and some of the questions that have been coming up. Then I'm going to move into the platform itself and give kind of a walkthrough of how to navigate the dashboards, create links, find your discount codes, all of those things. And then we'll just do kind of a broad open to Q&A. I may, if you have questions, definitely post them on the chat in real time and I'll try to answer them. And then anything that we don't hit, I will try to kind of have time at the end to go through every single question. There may be something I can't answer, and then I'll make sure it's written down on a list to get back to you all. So just starting with kind of okay, so I already have a quick question on discounts. I will go through discounts, but how you receive the code is actually after you sign up. And if you're already signed up in ShopMy and you don't have a code yet, that's because I actually do it manually, issuing out the discount codes. And so usually I can batch them every few days. So if you have signed up, you haven't received a code yet, I'll actually show you in this call where to find your code. Go ahead and throw your name in the chat and just dash 15%, and it'll give me a note to like make sure I go in and prioritize all of those for you. And the code, your code for customers is that one that gets issued through ShopMy. The codes for your personal use will not be issued to the end of the month because we'll basically transition the ones that you currently have. Those will stop being live on the 31st, and then you'll get a batch of your new codes on the 31st. Okay, so just like a quick overview of ShopMy, and sort of some of the reasons why we decided to make this transition. There's always kind of pros and cons, and so we are weighing, um, how can we get our ambassadors to a place where they have just more opportunity to earn? How can we increase commissions, incentivize new customer sales, and then kind of modernize the platform so there's more sharing, there's more fluidity in providing links and using your social platforms. So that's really what the impetus was to start looking at ShopMy. Here's some of the pros. I'm going to give you straight answers on the cons as well. And we just felt like the pros kind of outweighed the cons. Pros, increase in commission. So I think the biggest thing was we tried to be as generous as possible with providing increased commissions. And for us, prioritizing bringing in new customers, we are able in ShopMy to offer 35% to any new customer sales. And that's new customers to Stella and Dot.com, not necessarily new customers to ShopMy. So if you have it's basically someone making their first purchase on stellandot.com. So that's going to be 35%. So that's like a 20% increase in commission on your new customer. And then ongoing purchases from existing customers are bumping from 15 to 20%. So anybody that's already purchased on stellandot.com, making their second, third, 50th purchase, you will get 20% commission for those. And that is already set in the ShopMy platform. As soon as you sign up, if you create a Stellan link, you will automatically receive those commission rates. The other thing we are doing is offering a discount code to your customers that's for ongoing purchases, not just for their first purchase, but they can get 15% off ongoing if they shop with you using your code. That code does not work if it's competing with a promotion code. So if we have kind of a stack and save type sale where it's, code stacks 30 and you get 30% off if you spend 100 more, that kind of thing. Those codes won't combine. But for ongoing purchases, that 15% will work. So you're going to get those. That's what I was talking about earlier, is those will be issued manually in Shopmy, and I'll show you those. And then I think the other really exciting part about Shopmy is you can earn commission with other brands simultaneously. Shopmy does have criteria for accepting ambassadors, creators, influencers, and we were basically able to allow all of you to bypass that criteria and review process since you're existing ambassadors with Stella and Dot. But that unlocks opportunity for you to say, okay, here are my favorite necklaces. Also, I'm just like really into January, these like amazing teas, or this new coffee mug is so chic, and or like these are my favorite beauty products, and you can literally search for them and add them to kind of your shelves or boards. I'll show you how to do that. And then if a customer's like shopping with necklaces, but they're like, I really want this lip gloss too, like I might as well, you know, let Jennifer get commission on that, then you're able to kind of like increase your earnings. And we've seen that with a lot of creators already. And so for us, we wanted to kind of give you all that opportunity to really kind of like grow in your commissions. Um, we will continue with the ambassador buzz, and on my brand side of the Shop My platform, I can see top earners every month. And so what we will do is sort of publish that information for you monthly. You won't get it actively like on a daily basis anymore, but you will still be able to see that. So then next part, I'm going to kind of like, that's to me like the big exciting parts. And I think really like ultimately it boils down to you should be able to earn more money with this platform. The cons are like the personal discounts. If everyone will get a 20%, and that's basically some who had like increased from being top tier, that's going to decrease. However, you're getting increased commissions. So for us, it was like, how do we kind of make this whole? The 2 times product credit option will go away. So it's just going to be commission payouts over PayPal. And or I think it's Stripe is the other option. I'll show you how to connect those accounts soon. And then the other one is order visibility. You will be able to see every individual order that is tagged to your commissions, but what you won't be able to see is who that customer is, which I know is probably the biggest drawback to moving over to this. But we also know that you all are so engaged with your customers that you'll probably know based on what you know they ordered that that was your order. And you can reach out to Shopmy about sort of commissions, but you'll be able to see very clearly, like, this was the order, this is the amount, this is when it's pending, this is when it's going to pay out. So you'll have that visibility, but transparently, you will not be able to see who the customer is. Okay, so I'm going to jump over. If people have questions about that, just an initial walkthrough, feel free, and I can kind of hit some of our slides as well. If anyone missed it, we do have a personal sign-up code for Shopmy that enables you to bypass all that review and criteria. That is in emails, the deck. I will send it out again today with this recap email. So if you don't have it, toss in the comments and we'll make sure you get it. Okay. Next, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go into Shopmy. Okay. Y'all can see right now it's in the Stella and Dot deck, but you're going to see my 2026 chic and cozy picks as a starting point, but I'll start you on like just the main site. So if you've signed up, you kind of get this main dashboard. This is the creator dashboard. So this is my personal account. And there's a couple different things I just want to point out before we get into the nitty gritty is just up here. Your shop is where you're going to be able to see any collections that you've created. You can see I have 2 right now. It's like a Stella and Dot Faves, which is just exclusive Stella and Dot product. And then I have this 2026 chic and cozy picks, some of my things that I really enjoying this January that I can earn commission on several other of these products as well. And You can also, if you start linking to your Instagram posts or other things, if you navigate here, it'll show you some things that you connected and posted. Once you start getting sales or clicks on your different links, it'll actually tell you what's most popular, like what of your posts or what of your links or clicks were most popular, which is kind of nice. Um, but I want to focus a little bit more on just kind of like your dashboard things first is if you go to your kind of view my account, this is where you can, oh no, it's making me log in again. Okay. Um, that's my link. So view my account. This is where you can connect your social accounts. So if you haven't already, if you go into connected accounts, you can hit any of these buttons for YouTube, um, TikTok, or Instagram, and it'll just basically prompt you to sign into your social accounts so that you can connect any links directly. This is also where you can connect a payment account. So if you haven't, again, done that already, you can go ahead and click on PayPal or Stripe, and it'll prompt you to automatically log in and link up so that when your commissions become ready, you're already connected into PayPal. And then there's other kind of like settings we'll go through, but I think those are kind of the most important, but you can kind of like toggle on and toggle off visibility and things like that. Earnings, I don't have sales, but this is kind of where you'll be able to see your orders come through. So like upcoming payments, pending payouts, amount you've been paid, what the date was for each of your kind of orders. If you have referrals, all sorts of things like that are all going to be in this main dashboard here. And then codes. So once you get a discount code from us for use for your customers, it will show up in codes under discount codes. And you can see I've issued Tara 15 to myself. And that's 15% off Stella and Dot. It enables you to copy it from here. It's just a nice place. If you start getting codes from other brands as well, it kind of just consolidates them all for you. So you don't have to always remember. And it'll give you sort of the basics. A neat thing that it does is once you have this code, it also builds that into all of your links in your collection board. So it automatically will tell your customers, hey, if you're shopping my links, you can also use this code, and I'll show you that. You will get an actual email once I build the code for you that's coming from me saying, hey, like, so glad to see you on ShopMy. Here's your link and here's your code. But it'll also automatically go into this dashboard for you. Okay, I think most importantly, though, in all the questions that have been coming up, I should mention about this code is it will, anytime it's used, obviously, I think it will automatically trigger your credit for commission. But people can not use the code and still shop with your links, and you'll also still be eligible for commission. So let's talk about creating links. Do we have any?
Yeah, there's
pause for questions.
So there's one that says I don't have a codes tab. So maybe just walk them back through how you get to my codes. Oh, the codes.
You don't have someone doesn't have the codes tab up here. It may be because we haven't issued you any codes yet, but so we'll go ahead and make sure we do that and then get back to you if it doesn't show up for you.
Have we already switched over?
We have not switched over yet. So we have essentially you can earn in both ways this month. So, and I should note that your ambassador previous login and all of those things, the current one in GoAF will still be live. You will no longer be able to earn commission via the old links and via your old ambassador codes, but you will still be able to log in and view like your past history, your past commissions, make sure you're getting payouts all the way through the end of this month. So you can still earn up until the end of this month. And then your login will still be live. So, and we'll be doing payouts through February for anything that was earned in January through the old program. But as soon as you sign up for ShopMy and start making these links, which I'll show you, you're already eligible to be earning commissions on ShopMy this month as well. So we kind of have this like overlapping transition period to make sure you're able to earn in both places as we kind of flow over. Um, for the one that says your name in 20, is that in shop? I'm not sure, Jennifer, what the question is regarding your name in 20. Is that for Shopmy in general?
Usually it's 50. And then there's, can I change my present S&D email before getting a code?
Can I change my present S&D email before getting a code? Essentially, whatever you log into Shopmy, whatever email you log into Shopmy with is like where you'll get the code. So it links and sends you the email. You'll also, so if I go in here, within your Shopmy account, you have chats. So here's a chat from me, from Stella and Dot, that gave me sort of like giving an update on commissions. And then here's your personal discount code. Stella and Dot sent to us. So you can view all of the communications in your chat function within Shopmy, but it will also automatically go to whatever email you use to sign up for Shopmy. And I'll kind of pause. I think we'll get into links and then we'll kind of note any questions I haven't answered yet. But I want to make sure I cover the link part with everyone. So you can see here, I already have a ton of links that I've created. And within your links dashboard, you can find every individual link. So this over here is the actual affiliate link that will tie back to you and to your commission. So that's the one you want to copy if, for example, you're posting on social media about the Belcher chain and you want to link directly to it. You can copy this link and add it in there. Or if you're just emailing a customer and say, hey, I really think they want to buy this Belcher chain, you can send them that link. The nice part about that is even if they don't buy the Belcher chain, if they buy anything else on stellandot.com, it will still give you credit. It's just how you originally got to the site. And the cookies for any use of these links, which essentially means you get credit for 30 days within the time period that someone clicked on one of your links. So if they then go back and shop 10 days later but didn't use your link, you will still get credit. But someone does have to either use a code or click on one of your shoppable links within the 30-day window to have you get credit for the sale. So you can go, and I want to start by just showing you like how to create a link directly to the general Stella and Dot website. I've already done that here on January 12th, but I can do it. I'll show you how to do it again. And that's something that you could put, this is just a general one you can send to customers. You can put it on your general bio in LinkedIn, all that kind of, sorry, LinkedIn, Instagram, or LinkedIn, I guess, any of those. And the way to do that is when you create a new link, you go to just add by URL. And so you can just add any general website here that's offering commission. I wonder, oh, I need to do that. I'm going to delete that because I hit enter too quickly. But as soon as you add by URL and create a new link, like you can just copy and paste a link to stellandot.com and it'll create it. And when you do a URL, it doesn't automatically choose a photo, but if you edit this link, it gives you a bunch of pre-loaded options. You can also add a photo here. You can add a title like favorite jewelry store, add descriptions like why you love it or why you think people should shop with you there. And then once you kind of choose those things, you can, I didn't save it. I have so many windows open, I have to see. So then that's essentially this link here. So it will show you that it is linking to stellaandot.com. That's the destination. But your personal link is on this side here that you want to copy and give out. Now you can add this to collections. So it's like part of your, hey, here's my Stella and Dot top picks, but also, shop the main website. So since I already have collections, it's going to give me the option to like move it to Chic and Cozy Picks or Stella and Dot Faves. I'm just going to leave it here for now. Sorry, I have two screens, so I'm moving back and forth. And you can also create links to specific products. So if you want to create a link, let's insert a product catalog. You can just go in here. It's since I've already created some Stella and Dot links, this shows up for me automatically. You can see it sort of secretly knows some of my other brands that I've looked at as well. So you can either kind of navigate to Stella and Dot, or you can type in a brand if you also want to know if they're offering commission. Like, for example, let's see about J. Crew. And then it's going to give you like on Grove, you get 30%. On J. Crew, you get 10%. You can kind of navigate through their different product offerings, or you can type in like a specific product that you want to add. And you can also filter by the brand and by the website. So you want to, if you want to drive people to J. Crew's direct website versus send them to shop at Macy's. So if we go to Stella and Dot, you can either, again, search Stella and Dot or just click it here. It's going to come up with all these different products that you can add. And you can see it defaults to telling you it's 35% commission. That is for the new customers. So it's 20% ongoing, 35% for new customers. You can quick add it to a link, or you can add it to your collections, which I'll show you how to do. But if you're like, I really just want to add the Rooted in Love necklace, I love that. As soon as you type in something like rooted, it'll pop up to the top. And so if I quick add that, it's already in my link board, which I'll show you, or you can do it that way too. So I've already added two. I delete one of them. And then if you have a collection like Stella and Dot Faves, I already have it in there, but I can move it over, or you can just leave it as a main link. So this is going to house all of your links if you want to, connect them to different social posts or just send them via email in perpetuity. But the other way is you can kind of organize collections, and you can make collections for specific customers and send them out to specific customers, or you can have like, hey, this is my January 2026 favorites. So if we go to your shop and your shelves, you can then see here that this is an example of just some of my favorites. Within this, you can add new items to that collection, which will automatically go there just in the same way I just showed you. And the nice thing that you can see here is if someone actually, if you send them a link to this collection, your customer is going to see this, use code TARA15 for an additional 15% off, and they can copy that code. They can also just hit on this and go straight to the website. So it's nice. It sort of builds in a reminder that they have that opportunity to use your discount code. And then if you go back and go to this one, again, this is like, hey, this is some of my favorite things I'm loving in January. I found like the Laneige lip sleeping mask on Sephora, which I basically have on every single day. I think that was a 15% commission. This was my favorite read when I go to sleep in January. I like to go use audiobooks. It's one of a good read, just an easy read. The Joie. I'm into tea in January. And I just got this new electric kettle, and like this is my favorite cozy shirt, right? So you can kind of like reach out and say, hey, like here's my things that I'm really loving in January if you want to shop my links. I also wanted to show you just a couple of examples of other creators that are doing this already within Shopmy. Bear with me while I switch screens. So here's on our platform, this woman, Ruth, has the Stevie necklace. She's created a bunch of different social media content related to her outfit and to the Stevie. If you go to her general Instagram, you can see she just has a link to her Shop My in general. And then if you go to this particular post, you can see she kind of linked a photo of her post and then she put all of the different products that she was wearing that day. So all of them earn different commission, but people like to shop her at, oh, I really love that jacket. Oh my gosh, where'd she get those pants? Hopefully they're saying that is a fabulous heart necklace. Where did she get that? Right. And you can go ahead and shop the Stevie here, but she's kind of curated her whole outfit and then sent, or um, this influencer, Carrie, she did a reel. There's a lot of styling reels, obviously. This one, and what she does is actually say, like, comment for me to send you the link to my full outfit. But if you go to her general Shop My, you can also see her different social posts, which is something that you could curate as well. And then when you click into any one of them, this is all the different things that she was wearing. And we have the Stellan Dot watch, silver watch link necklace. So I think it's really fun to play with kind of creating like adding additional products in to kind of up your earnings or experiment with other brands, which is, I think, one of the more exciting things about this platform. And again, if we go back, I will switch back to my account. You can see you can also go ahead and just very easily add a collection and name it something new. I'm going to name it Top 5 Trending Jewelry for Stella and Dot. And then I can just go in and add products. And then you can add a link to a social post if you want that to show up. Or you can just, once you start adding products, let's say these reversible pave link earrings are in there. And then others, you will be able to start linking to either the product or the post. So kind of fun, right? So you go back here. Now I can send a link to this collection. Okay, I'm gonna pause again. Sorry, I'm going through things quickly. This is being recorded, so you just be able to play it back and look around. I see lots of messages in the chat.
Yeah, I was trying to answer some
Great.
of them myself. I was about to answer Pamela's, can you create shareable boards? And the answer is yes, those are your shelves.
Yes.
So shelves are shareable. Each shelf has its own link, and you can send it directly to friends, clients, brands, or post it on social.
So this board, wanted to go to the Chic and Cozy Picks. This actually, you also can create how they even mess around with how it looks. So I kind of chose a different view. So if you go to settings and sharing, you can have it look like shelves, post, you can have it be in a grid, or this more editorial, which is what I chose, and it kind of gives more of a description, and you can go ahead and add your description. So again, I'll show you if I like go back to the simple format. It has, it's more products, but it has less details. So it's pretty fun to play around with kind of curating these. I was thinking, okay, I know a lot about 12-year-old, gifting because my daughter, what's Jellycat is really in right now. It's like, I wish I had saved all the ones they got, these stuffed animals they got from 10 years ago when they were babies, because now they cost $50. But, like, here's my top picks for 12-year-old girl birthdays. And then that also, here's what I'm wearing as a mom on a daily basis. Like, here are my favorite jewelry. So I think it's fun to kind of curate these kind of collections, and it gives a lot of opportunity to kind of build Stella and Dot into those, but also have, broader boards.
There's some questions about tagging in Instagram, but maybe we can do that at another.
Yeah, I can do a video for tagging in Instagram. It's a little complicated because I have the Stella and Dot corporate account. So showing you from here would get messy. But one thing you can do is you can actually just go to your links. And if you either want to use one of your specific links, like you're posting just a necklace or something, you can just use that link and tag it in your stories. But you can also, back to your shop, you can tag these boards to any of your posts. And then what a lot of creators do is that they just like link their general shop my, or they link their specific um, boards so that people, like I showed you, that woman Rosie, you can navigate her different posts, click on the one that you're interested in, and you can put that in your profile.
I think that's all the. Let me just see if it's anything.
More questions? Okay, so I think we'll kind of do, if you want me to repeat on something within the Shop My, or if you just have general questions, we'll kind of open it up. Also, if you are signed up and you haven't gotten the 15% code, definitely drop your name in and with little dash 15% off, and I will make sure I prioritize getting those out as well. I'm kind of just scrolling through questions here.
I think maybe.
Okay, thanks. See the code. I saw, okay, there's a question from Pamela on when does the affiliates dashboard go away? Right now, we're actually don't have plans to have it go away. So maybe 6 months from now, if everybody's used up their codes. But one thing we got guaranteed from GoApp is that you'll still be able to access your current dashboards so that if you have product credit, you can still log in. That's not going to expire at the end of this month if you've already earned credits. You can use them. And so those will stay there for you to access and log in and find. What's just going to go away is the use of your personal discount codes and links. But all of your prior information, you'll still be able to access. Why did you use Tara 20 for your code? Did I use Tara 20 for my code? I think it's, oh,
15.
Oh, my preferred format. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's confusing. So they just give you a preferred format of like your name plus a number. And so it's just a generic number. What they should do is say like Tara XX. But when I log in as a brand, it sometimes will tell me this person's preferred code format is Jennifer 20, Jennifer 15. It's just the name. So some people who have like their Instagram is a name, it's like Daisies and Sunshine. Their code might be their preferred format instead of their name, maybe like Sunshine 15 or Sunshine 20. Um, so you can go in and like choose what your preferred format is, and that's in your settings, I believe. Discount codes. Yeah, go to account settings. Like it gives you these different options, but it just automatically puts 20 in there. And you can create your own. Like if I wanted it to be Lendy, specify format, and it's just for like if the code was 20%. I could say I just want it Lendy, like I don't want to indicate what the percentage is, but I could also say Lendy 20. And then if you're getting 15%, then it'll say make it 15. If the brand's giving 10, it'll say 10. Sorry, yeah, that's super confusing that they put that there.
Another question from Pamela. If we linked our website in IG, should we update it to our Shop My
Yes,
link?
I would definitely recommend updating it to a Shop My link to S&D, and then every time someone clicks on that, it's like automatically going to cookie you for commission. And there shouldn't be any different experience for the customer. Like it'll just be like they're clicking on the website. Okay, yep, I see the 15% codes. Customer dashboard info. So two things about the dashboards for customers. Your old dashboard will remain. So the order, again, the earnings tab is where you're going to see orders. Unfortunately, since I don't have orders, I'm not actively trying to earn commission because I work here, but um, I'll see if I can find one to share with you all that you basically see every individual order, what website it was tied to. So if someone bought my Laneige lip balm, I would see that there was an order from Sephora and what it was, the amount that was spent, and what you're going to be eligible for commission. You just won't see the individual name of the customer.
Just reiterating,
And yes, you can, Suzanne.
um, will we still see all purchases, hours, and customer orders, customer info, or is that being deleted? On ShopMy, you can see purchases, but you cannot see who bought them.
Your
And
existing purchases previously, you will still be able to see. Not in Shopmy, in GoF.
not, and then, sorry, Bo is clarifying old purchases,
Yes,
not,
old purchases, you will still be able to see when you log into your previous GoF dashboard.
but will not be in ShopMy.
Your old purchases will not be
Yeah,
ported to Shopmy.
exactly.
Okay. So I'll be doing a few more sessions like this for people to just kind of log in and ask questions that we get closer to the end of January. I'll send out some reminders as well as a link to this video to be able to play it back, and our Q&A. I'll probably add a few things that came up in this call to the Q&A. And there's some links within our resource guide that actually link out to their customer support as well. So they are pretty responsive. I've tested it in terms of they have a lot of tutorials, like if you really want to get crazy and sophisticated about building out your boards and your social platform. They kind of give you some best practices and have a lot of YouTube videos for that as well. So those links will be in our resource guide, and yes, Bo, confirming the OG platform will all remain accessible for a minimum of 6 months. I don't have any plans to shut that down.
There's another question. Do our links automatically go live onto our main screen unless we hide them? Like if I click create new link, will it go to my main page in a couple hours? It should go automatically unless it's a link that Shopmy hasn't gotten before, in which case they have a review process. But anything, at least on Stella and Dot, should automatically go to your main page. And then if someone goes to Stella and Dot, not through ShopMy, can they no longer shop through you, or can they still add you? Not totally sure.
So if they make a purchase and they have not used your code or your link at all in 30 days, they cannot go back after that purchase and add you. If that's what the question is. So yeah, it's important that you kind of encourage customers to either use your links or use your personal discount code so you get that credit. But once a purchase has been made, if they didn't use any of your links or use your code or anything in the last 30 days, you can't kind of retroactively go back and add that ambassador. Yeah, as you kind of like go up, there's different tiers of ShopMy, and if you really start doing well with sales, what it may unlock is like you kind of unlock different tiers, which make you more accessible and shoppable to other brands that may reach out to you or make you more searchable, as people are generally shopping. But if you're kind of getting started out, it's important to make sure your customers use your links or your personal discount code. You do need to tell your customers to use your link to the website versus just going directly there. Or they can use your discount code. So say, hey, you're going to get an ongoing 15% off. This does stack, by the way, with the VIP, Stella VIP club. So if they sign up for the VIP club, they're getting an additional 10% and the 15% off. So it's a pretty good deal. There will not be a way to select ambassadors in the checkout phase, correct? So you have to either be using the link or the code, but there's not going to be like a box where you add in the ambassador. You will not see, if they sign up for the VIP club, it'll just show you, but otherwise you won't necessarily see all your VIP club members.
There's a question
for Pam, some customers not going to shop through Shopmy. No, you will not get credit after January 1st if they use your old link. So they don't have to actually log into Shopmy, just to be clear. If you create a link, a Shopmy link, these affiliate links, I think I'm still sharing, right? So if you go and you just have this link here, and I'm not sure if it's going to work since it's my own account, but if I type this in, it's just going to drive directly to the Stellan website. So it's not like they have to go to Shopmy and start shopping around Shopmy in order to purchase from you. It's just that you give them this link to the website that will cookie you. So it's basically like giving them a Stellan website link. They don't have to go through the process of like going into Shopmy. Now, you may say, hey, visit my mood board, and then they're kind of looking around that. But otherwise, you want to give them this link to use to shop the site. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm glad people are ready to shop for themselves. Oh, I think there's a question about the Pick 6. So we will be rolling out a 40% off Pick 6 at the end of this month for everyone who has signed up, as an incentive for everyone who has signed up in Shopmy. That will include this month's new products. We also have a drop coming on the 23rd, so we're waiting for that drop, our Lucky Hearts drop. It will also include a selection of kind of our top 10 or more bestsellers over the last 3 or 4 months, so that you'll have like a robust collection to pick from if you've already purchased some of the new products or some other things. So stay tuned for that. I'll be communicating that towards the end of this month. I also, since you are all here, and thank you for joining, I want to let you know we have a few like secret things that are just going to appear in the archive shop in the next few days. You may be able to guess based on some of my hands being styled today that some things that we haven't had for a while might just secretly appear on the archive site. So we've been rummaging through the vault, and we may have found some of these types of items here that will be sneaking up there, and a few one-of-a-kind pieces as well that are kind of trending type of 2026 styles. So if I shop on Shopmy to use my $40 code. So if you shop on Shopmy and you use your product credit, and the 10% will be automatic, yes.
I think there was also one question. So when we shop, we go through Shopmy or Stella.
When you shop, or you can shop through, you'll get your own personal discount code that you can just put in, so you can shop personally through Stella. I should note that if you use your discount code, you won't get commission on your product, but so you can't kind of like double up and get like 20% off and then earn commission on your own purchases. You can earn commission on your own purchases if you don't use your own discount code. So yeah, but you can't get like 40% plus 10%. Like, new customers, if you think about it, if they get like the 15% code and you get 35% commission, we're already giving away like 50% or more. So it's pretty lucrative. It's almost like being in wholesale and direct sales, the types of commissions we're giving away. So yeah, you can't fully double stack, but you can shop using your own Shopmy code. And I will say, Erin and I are joking around. It's like even friends or parents were like, listen, you need to shop on our Shopify accounts, right? Like, So, I don't know. I don't understand necessarily the question about an auto VIP and affiliate. Yeah, checkout is the same. The checkout's not really changing other than the box that you put in an ambassador will go away. But otherwise, like it will give you the option to add your credits. It will give you the Stella VIP discount. There's very, there's a few exceptions to the 10% discount if it's like a big order discount, um, but for the most part, that 10% will stack. Yeah, it's hard to type everything for sure. Okay, I'm gonna end it so people don't have to watch more than 45 minutes. But please feel free to like go into the Facebook account, add additional questions you may have. And again, probably do one or two more of these sessions as well. But really appreciate everyone who joined. I'm really excited to see like how this goes. I really think there's a lot of opportunity. I know there's some drawbacks, but I definitely think the pros outweigh the cons. So it's going to be fun, and I appreciate everyone's patience with this transition. We're trying to make it as easy as possible, but things are always, whenever something's new, it's not fully easy. So yeah. All right. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.